Hello everyone and welcome on back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the Thief Spear. This spear, much like the Elementalist, is definitely at the top of my ranking for most enjoyable spears to be added to the game. This one focuses in on condition damage and also strike damage. It's kind of a hybrid weapon, and also utilizes a rather unique combo system, which is particularly fun and definitely in line with Thief, and we're going to get into that right now. As with all these videos, we're going to talk about the weapon skills first, talk about the general gameplay, and also elite specializations and builds that might pair well with this particular weapon. First and foremost, we have Barbed Spear, which acts as both a melee damage skill and also a ranged skill. This is a very simple, fast-striking, multi-hit auto attack that will deal damage and also bleed foes. If you have an enemy that is beyond 240 range, you will instead throw the spear, very much like that animation, but a little bit different. So it has that versatility of being able to be played in melee range, and then giving you an option to still attack targets if you happen to need to move out of range for a mechanic. The next ability for 2 and 3, these are going to be the combo abilities that are the unique system. These abilities allow you to chain multiple different strikes together to gain additional bonuses, and they tend to layer on top of each other. However, you are still able to go between 2 and 3. So you can go 2-3-2, 3-3-2, 2-2-3, whichever combination you might want or need for that particular setting, you are able to do so. But we're going to talk about the combo for this second ability. This chain for a combo is Mantis Sting, Entangling Asp, and Falling Spider. This is usually your condition-centric chain. This will apply Cripple and Bleeding on the first strike, Immobilize and Poison on the second strike, and then Bleeding, Poison, and Vulnerability. Though for the final attack, the finisher, you'll deal more damage and inflict additional conditions against controlled or immobilized foes. So, as you can see with Entangling Asp, it does apply that Immobilize, and that's why it's meant to kind of flow together, mesh together more so you don't have to worry about like chaining multiple attacks together. The third ability is, your third chain I should say, is going to be more focused around strike damage and also sustain. This is Unsuspecting Strike, Vampiric Slash, and Shattering Assault. The first attack will inflict conditions with vulnerability and bleeding, but inflict additional stacks against foes above the health threshold. So this is a really strong opener. And it also is a movement ability. Also, I forgot, I wasn't really showing off the attacks. They don't. They used to not chain, but now they will just chain as soon as you begin to cast them. So this is the chain for the second ability. That was Mantis Sting, Entangling Asp, and then Falling Spider will be the final big slam down. The third ability will leap to a location, so it's a really good opener into Vampiric Slash, which will deal damage and siphon life while also applying weakness. And then the final attack will deal damage and enter into stealth. It will additionally remove boons from weakened foes, gaining more benefit from your Vampiric Slash. So it's a leap into a strike, into another hit, and if you attack a target, you'll have this really cool shadow clone pop up right behind you. So these are the combos. As you can see, you can hit, for example, 2 into your 3 if you want to do that, or you can do 3 into 2 into 2. So you can mix and match whichever skills you might need. Talking about the fourth ability, we have Distracting Throw. This will throw a spear that inflicts conditions on your target. If this strikes a movement impaired foe, it also inflicts daze. Now, importantly, if this skill follows a finisher attack from one of these two combos, it will additionally give you a buff called Distracting Throw, which increases your condition damage and your damage by 10%. And on top of that, it will count as a lead attack, meaning it will then chain and automatically flop these two abilities to their second attack. So for this, it would chain it to Entangling Asp, and for the third ability, it would automatically chain it to Vampiric Slash. So let's try this one more time just to really visualize this as best we can. We're gonna go 3 into 2 into 2, and then I'm gonna hit 4, and you can see they automatically swap to the second strike, so you don't have to chain it as much to get to that final hit. So, Distracting Throw is a really nice skill to add into all these combos, and I really enjoy it. Finally, let's talk about the fifth ability. This is your defense skill. This is called Shadow Veil. Block the next incoming attack. If you block an attack, you will heal yourself. Now, if this skill follows a finisher, for Falling Spider or Shattering Assault, it will block additional attacks. As it is right now, I think it's just one attack that it will block and then heal you, but as I have mentioned via the tooltip, if you use this to combo with a finisher, you will then get 2 blocks to heal yourself even more. And the heal is really cool. It's only 3 initiative as well, so you can kind of do 1 block into 1 block into 1 block if you really, really need to. And especially depending on the traits that you're running with, you can gain more initiative. So it really is all about knowing your combos. And that's the gameplay approach with this weapon. It's all about those combos and gaining benefits to chaining skills together, and is a welcome change from other thief weapons where I tend to just spam one ability because it is the strongest hitting attack. It might cost the most initiative, but that won't stop me. So this will definitely put you in a bit of a different mindset as opposed to something like Dagger or Sword Pistol. And it has a really great feeling of choice. And then we can get the stealth here. I also didn't mention the attack. This is Ashen Assault, which does a nice flurry of strikes. And then I believe also on the final hit will deal a bunch of conditions. Yeah, attack foes in front of you with a series of strikes, making them vulnerable. The final strike inflicts damaging conditions. Now, if this skill follows a finisher skill, it grants initiative. Oh, I didn't actually know that. I did not know that. So we can go in here, into here, boom, 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 getting into stealth, because now this was the finisher, and then we gained initiative. That's a great initiative builder. Kit has it all. It has damaging conditions, it has inhibiting conditions, it has lifesteal, it has an on-demand block, it has ranged with the auto attack, and its auto attack stealth ambush skill will generate initiative for you, so you can continue to use your weapon attacks. Also, let's show off the ranged function for this. I think it is only 900 range, so it is a little bit of a nice flexible tool. But interesting point to note, the auto attack has 240 range, which is extremely forgiving for an auto attack, and kind of what I want for more melee spear weapons. Because all the other professions, it's just 130, but for Thief, it's 240. I'm not complaining. In fact, I'm actually probably going to be requesting that to kind of be brought to the other spears that are melee focused, like for Necromancer and Mesmer and Ranger. If not 240, maybe 150 or 180. But yeah, it's a really forgiving weapon, and it's really, really cool, and just an overall delight to play. Let's talk about the build that I'm currently running a little bit, and what I could see being a more interesting and useful approach to playing with the spear. So as it is right now, I'm playing with the Daredevil. It is a bit more power focused, however you have some options for condition damage, and that's why I'm taking Lotus training, which causes your dodge to apply Bleeding, Torment, and Cripple, but it also will increase your condition damage by 15% for 4 seconds. You also get a couple other quality of life features like gaining Vitality, and also giving yourself a little bit more strike damage while your endurance is not full. So it's just really augmenting damage all around. So I've been playing a lot with Daredevil. It's really, really enjoyable. As for the other elite specializations, if I'm being honest, I haven't really played with Deadeye, but I imagine this could be a really nice elite specialization as well. Steal time, grant quickness to allies around you. Yeah. I forgot how they updated Deadeye. But yeah, you are able to apply and grant quickness to allies around you if you are looking to fill that role. And then as for Spectre, Spectre is a bit more of that support elite specialization. It's also focused around condition damage, so you might think that it's really nice for the spear, and it might be. I just haven't really gotten around to testing it out. And when it comes to Spectre, it tends to be that Torment is increased quite significantly, but with this weapon kit, you're not getting a whole bunch of Torment. You're mostly getting a lot of bleeds and poisons, which is one reason why I'm taking Deadly Arts, because you have traits that really enhance that poison damage. But feel free to play around with Spectre, because you do have some condition access, and of course you're able to share out Alacrity. And I think that this weapon, much like the other spears for all the other classes, they seem to have designed it in a way where it has a lot of build flexibility. And that's another thing I kind of haven't touched on for the other spear videos, is that you can also just play a core build. You can really focus in on poison, you can go down trickery to enhance your initiative and your steals, and then you can even add something like, I don't know, acrobatics, if you want to gain a little bit more damage or movement and survivability and sustain, or you can go something like critical strikes to deal more crit damage and gaining fury and sharing fury and, you know, etc, etc. So there's a lot you can do with builds in Guild Wars 2. Don't feel like you have to go down an elite specialization when you're playing in the open world. Now, if you're getting into endgame content, that might be a little bit of a different story, but the world is your oyster in Guild Wars 2, and for the Thief, it really feels like that is absolutely true. So thank you all so much for coming on by to the channel and watching this video on the Thief Spear. This has been an extremely fun weapon, and it will definitely get me to play my Thieves much more often. If I'm being honest, Thief is maybe one of my least played classes, but I'm hooked. I'm hooked with the spear. Comment down below your thoughts in regards to the Thief Spear. What elite specializations are you running? Is there maybe a build that you think I should check out? I would love to hear it down below. How's it going in PvP? I've really just been playing PvE, so I'd like to know how it is in competitive modes. If you'd like to support the channel and get early access to these videos and others, head on over to the Patreon. If you'd like to purchase Guild Wars 2 Janthir Wilds, I have links down below. Maybe you have a friend who hasn't played Guild Wars 2 and you need them to play because it's a phenomenal expansion, genuinely. All those links are down below. Thank you so much, ArenaNet. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everyone.